Good morning, students. Uh, so I think you completed four problems in exercise 7.1. Now fifth problem. In exercise 7.1, fifth problem, applications of differential calculus. Right? Fifth problem, see, if the mass m of x, a mass function is denoted by m of x of a thin rod of length x in meters. X is indicating the length of the rod is given by m of x equal to root 3 of x. So this is the relation between mass of the rod is expressed in the terms of length, its length. So root 3 of x. So this is the relation between mass of the rod and length of the rod. Then what is the rate of change in mass? Rate of change in mass with respect to the length. Rate of change in mass with respect to length means dm by dx. We have to find dm by dx when x equal to 3 and when x equal to 21. When rod length is 3 meters, when rod rate is length is 3 meters, then we have to find what is the rate of change in mass. And if rod length is 21 meters, then we have to find what is the rate of change in mass with respect to the length. So I am going to find out this. For that, write the given function, solution, given mass function m of x is equal to root 3 of x. Okay, right. Can I split this as root 3 into root x? Yes, m of x I am splitting as root 3 into root x. Now at x, if x equal to 3, then we have to find dm by dx. If x is 21, we have to find dm by dx. So I am differentiating with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So you will get dm by dx. Dm by dx is equal to root 3 is constant. Root derivative 1 by 2 derivative 1 by 2 x to the power of 1 by 2. So x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1. That means root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 becomes 2 root x. Root 3 by 2 root x is the dm by dx. This is the rate of change in mass with respect to length. And when we are differentiating the power, we are differentiating x also. So here dx by that's all. With respect to x. Okay. We are differentiating with respect to x. So dx by dx becomes 1. X derivative is 1. Now if if x is 3 meters, then dm by dx is root 3 by, substitute here, 2 root 3. Root 3 cancel, this is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 kilogram per meter, kg per meter, kilogram per meter, right? Now if x is 21, then dm by dx, dm by dx is equal to root 3 by 2 into in place of x 21. So root 3 by 2 into 21 we can write as root 3 into root 7. Root 3 cancel. This is 1 by 2 root 7 kilogram per meter. It is the rate of change in mass with respect to the length. Okay. Next problem. Problem number 6. Sixth problem. A stone is dropped. Into a pond. A stone is dropped into a pond, causing ripples. In the form of concentric circles. What is concentric circle? 2 or more circles are concentric circles. They have same center. Concentric circles. The radius R of the outer ripple, the radius R the radius r of the outer ripple, of the outer ripple, outer ripple is increasing at constant rate, at 2 centimeters, at 2 centimeters per second. So this is rate of change in radius per second. That means dr by dt. This is dr by dt when the radius is 5 centimeters. When the radius is 5 centimeters, when the radius is 5 centimeters, find the rate of change. Find the rate of change. Rate of change of the area of the distributed water. Of the area of the distributed water. Right? So we are dropping a stone into a pond. So by dropping the stone in the pond, we are getting the ripples. The ripples are on the form of concentric circles, and r is given. What is r? R is the outer ripple radius. It is increasing at the rate of 2 centimeters per second. So these are the ripples. So outer ripple radius is increasing. This is r. Say this is r. It is increasing at the rate of dr by, with the time. Dr by dt is 2 centimeters is given. So we have to find how much water is distributed. Either how much water is distributed. That means rate of change in distributed water. Rate of change in distributed water. So the water is distributed as a circle. We have to find the change of area in the area of the water. That is, we are going to find dA by dt with respect to time. Okay. So dr by dt is given, where t is parameter, r is changing with respect to time, and area is also changing with respect to time. Why? Because with respect to time, radius is changing. So with respect to radius, area will be changing. So we have dr by dt, and we have the radius. We have to find dA by dt. Right? We know that area of the circle. Solution. Given, first write given rate of change in radius, rate of change in radius with respect to time is denoted by dr by dt is 2 centimeters per second. 2 centimeters per second. Next, and r is given, r is 5 centimeters. Now we have to find rate of change in area. We know that area of the circle. Area of circle. What is the area of circle? Area is denoted by A equal to pi r square. Now I am differentiating with respect to t. Differentiate with respect to time. With respect to t, not with respect to r. Why? Because we are given radius with respect, rate of change in radius with respect to time. So that's why we are differentiating with respect to time. Now by differentiating with time, you will get dA by dt. dA by dt equal to pi constant. So r square derivative 2 pi r dr by dt. Now we have r and dr by dt. Substitute here. 2 into pi, r value 5, dr by dt value 2. So 2 to the 4, 4 by the 20. 20 pi centimeter square per second is the rate of change in area. Okay. Now this is 6th problem. Now 7th problem. Problem number 7. 7th problem. A beacon makes one revolution. Every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds. So a beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. It is located on a ship. It is located on a ship. A ship which is anchored. This is anchored 5 kilometers from a straight shoreline. Straight shoreline. How fast is the beam? How fast is the beam moving along the shoreline, when it makes an angle 45 degrees, an angle 45 degrees with the shore. Okay, this is the question. Now let us solve this question. See, a beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. Beacon makes one revolution for every 10 seconds. It is located on a ship which is anchored 5 kilometers from the straight shoreline. Suppose I am taking one ship here. Beacon means it is a signal light. So it is locating somewhere on the ship. Suppose I am taking here. This is the signal light which is known as beacon. So it is located 5 kilometers away from the shoreline. Suppose I am taking this as shoreline. It is located 5 kilometers away from this shoreline. This is 5 kilometers from shoreline. So this beacon is rotating. It is rotating, and every 10 seconds it will rotate. It will complete one revolution. So when it is rotating, the signal light is the beam is locating on the shoreline. This is the beam. So when it is rotating, it will be move like this. Okay, beam will be move like this. So it is making some angle theta here. With this line, this light is making some angle theta. If it is 45, if it is angle is increase, if angle changes, then if angle is changes with respect to time, then this length will be changes. So this line, this length will be I am taking as x. Okay, if theta is 45, then we have to find the change in how fast beam moving in. We have to find the dx by dt. Okay, how fast the beam moving along the shoreline. So beam is moving along the shoreline. No? We have to find the rate of change in dx by dt in x. That means we have to find dx by dt with respect to time, right? Right here, a beacon makes, given that solution, given beacon makes one revolution in every 10 seconds. Okay, every 10 seconds. So in 1 second, how much revolution it will complete? In 1 second, it will rotate. The revolution will be, its revolution is 2 pi by 10, which is denoted by dt by dt, d theta by dt. So which is change in angle, okay, with respect to time. D theta by dt is 2 pi by 10. By simplifying it, pi by 5. So this is pi by 5. So in this diagram, this is the, if you take theta here, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. This is the adjacent, this is the opposite, and this is 90 degrees, and this is hypotenuse. So from this diagram, we can write tan theta equal to, from figure tan theta equal to opposite side. Opposite is x by adjacent phi. So x is equal to, you will get 5 tan theta. So I am going to find change in x with respect to time. So differentiate with respect to t. So dx by dt equal to 5 into tan theta derivative secant square theta, and theta derivative with respect to time d theta by dt. So already we have given theta is 45 degrees. So I am substituting here secant square 45, dx by d theta by dt is also given 5 by 5. So secant 45 whole square, cos 45 1 by root 2, secant 45 root 2 whole square is this root 2 whole square into 5 by 5 cancel, so it is 2 pi. 2 pi is the rate of change in x with respect to t. Okay. Eighth problem number 8. A conical water tank with vertex down, of 12 meters height. 12 meters height of the cone is given 12 meters, right? And a conical water tank is vertex set down, so the shape of conical water tank will be like this, and its height is given, this is 12 meters. Okay. Has a radius of 5 meters at the top. So we have given radius here 5 meters. If water flows into the tank at a rate 10 cubic meters, that means meter cube per minute. So meter cube per minute means it is dV by dt. So dV by dt is also given, dV by dt with respect to time I am writing here 10. Okay. How fast is the depth of the water increases when water is 8 meters deep. When water is 8 meters deep, right? So here water is 8 meters deep. This is height of the water, 8 meters deep. So we have to find what is given, radius is given, height of the cone is given, right? And dV by dt also given. Okay. Now, and water height is 8 meters deep. So we have to change how fast is the depth of the water increases. So if you take height of the water as h, so we have to find ds by dt. When h is 8 meters, we have to find ds by dt. So here cone height is different from water height. Okay. So first of all I will write the given information. Given radius r is 5 centimeters meters and height 5 meters. Cone height is 12 meters. So I will find r by h is 5 by 12. That means r you can express in terms of height. R equal to 5 by 12 h. Now volume of cone is what? V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now here I am differentiating with respect to t. Before that, pi by 3 or I am expressing in terms of h, 5 by 12 whole square h into h. So V equal to pi by 3 5 by 12 whole square h square into h cube. Okay, now I will differentiate with respect to t. Differentiate with respect to t. With respect to t. So water height is h is given. We are finding the rate of change in water dh by dt. So dv by dt, differentiating with respect to t, you will get dv by dt pi by 3 5 pi by 12 whole square here, whole square. Now differentiating h with respect to t, you will get 3h square dh by dt. We are finding this dh by dt. H is water height now, not cone height, water height. Okay, dv by dt is also given. What is the dv by dt? dv by dt is 10 cubic meter per second. So 10 is equal to pi by 3 5 by 12 whole square 3 into h, water height, h square dh by dt. By sending all these terms at right hand side, 10 into 3 into 12 square by pi into 5 square into 3 into 8 square. So 3 cancel is equal to dh by dt. Right? dh by dt is equal to dh by dt is equal to 10 into 12 into 12 by pi into 5. Pi you can write 22 by 7, no? 22 into 7. 5 into 5 into 8 into 8. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12. Next 5 to the 10. 2 and 2 cancel. So that's all. Here 9 sevens are 63 by 5 to the 10, 10 to the 10, 20 to the 220. So this is the value rate of change in depth with respect to time. So meter per minute. This is the required value, which is meter per minute. Okay. So in this way we can solve remaining problems in this exercise. Okay.